Taking a look inside the interior of our 1953 Packard Cavalier. We first start off with our horn ring. And if we move to our driver's side door, we have our door latch as well as our window winder, which will cause the window to go down as well as up. Located on the dash, we have our ignition key and starter button. Right down here we have our light switch and our antenna, power antenna, where if I turn the key on and pull the switch, you can see the antenna going up, and it will go down as well. We have our gauges here. Our fuel gauge as well as our temperature gauge works as it should. If I turn them off, they will reset back to their standard positions. We have our speedometer and odometer reading out 40,556 miles. We have our clock, fortunately not working at this time. And right down here we have our fan, where if I turn on the key and switch it on, we can hear it blowing. And if I switch it off, it will turn off. We have our factory radio, not working at this moment. And we have our glove compartment, where if I simply pull on the bottom, it will slide right out, and I can push it right back in. Our rear view mirror. And there we have it. Taking a look under the hood of our 1953 Packard Cavalier, what we have here is a 327 cubic inch straight 8 motor, flathead. Recent upgrades include a rebuilt carburetor as well as a new water pump. We can first start off by looking at the rear of the engine. We have our starter. We have our ignition coil right up front, and right below that we have our distributor cap. We have our oil filter located on the front, as well as our dipstick. A power steering pump reservoir. And right here we have an 8-volt battery. Locating here, we can see our air cleaner as well as our carburetor, mounted on top of our exhaust and intake manifolds. And of course, right up front we have our heater vent, as well as our radiator. And if we go ahead and start the car, fires right up, goes into a nice smooth idle. We can see our fan spinning away. We can also see our generator. We also take a listen. We hear no ticking or banging. And there we have it.
Hi, this is Tim from Motorland, and we're taking our 1953 Packard Cavalier sedan out for a ride. I'm putting it in reverse. Car idles nicely. Brand new radial tires. Out for a spin in our Packard Cavalier. Two-speed automatic transmission.
Here we are looking underneath of our 1953 Packard Cavalier. Right up front we have our passenger side A-arm with our coil spring as well as our drum brake. And as we move down the center of the car, we have our cross member. And here we have our driver's side A-arm, coil spring, and drum brake. We have our power steering rack. And as I move down the center, we have our oil pan. And next we have our transmission pan that follows into our X-frame center. Right on the side here we have our muffler. We follow our drive shaft down the center. Following into our rear end. And our driver's side leaf spring and axle. And we can move to our passenger side leaf spring, axle and shock. Look under here, we have our fuel tank, our tailpipe, and our spare tire tub. And we look down the body of the vehicle. And there we have it.